guys, Shelli, Pelly, Annie Parker Confidential. I'm super excited to do this today. We are going to turn the tables and I'm going to ask you 20 questions that I want to know about you. Listen, the way that YouTube is set up, it's kind of like, creators like myself are usually the ones doing the talking. And so sometimes it can seem like a very one-way conversation. Honestly, when I'm not in front of the camera, unless somebody asks me specifically, I don't really talk a lot about myself at all. I'm usually the one asking people questions about themselves because I am interested in other people. So here's what we're going to do. I've got 20 questions that I want to know about you. They're most all very lighthearted and fun, but a few require a little more deep thinking, but it's still in a positive, good way. And you may even find out something about yourself. You have to choose at least one. That's the rule. And answer it down in the comment section. You can choose as many as you like, but you have to answer at least one. That's how we get to know each other. Okay, let's start with number one. You just won the Powerball and you've got $100 million that was just deposited into your account. Tell me what your life looks like. Would you keep the same people in your life? Number two, if you could just be flipping amazing, the best at any one particular sport, we're talking the GOAT of any sport, what sport would it be and why? Is it an individual sport or is it a team sport? And depending on which one you picked, is that kind of how you operate in life? More on an individual basis or are you more of a team person? Okay, I'll just share personally, mine would be tennis. I would want to be the Serena Williams of tennis. Okay, let's be honest, the tennis outfits are super cute, but I think that it combines like that perfect combination of like femininity, but you are like powerful, strong, and a badass. So mine would be tennis. What would yours be? What do you like most about yourself as a person? Sometimes the simplest questions are the most difficult, but in a nutshell, what do you like about yourself most as a human being, as a person? And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. We've got brand new content every Tuesday and Friday on style, wellness, and beauty for women 40 and over. This might require a little more thought because it can kind of be scary. You are given one opportunity to change one decision that you have made in the past. What do you change? And two, how would your life be different today? Deep thoughts. What are 5 words that friends would use to describe you? Number 6, I really like this one. You are given a crystal ball. That crystal ball will give you the truthful answer to any one burning question that you have about your own life, past, present, or future. What do you ask it? And does the thought of knowing the answer to that make you feel anxious or scared? How does it make you feel knowing that you would actually know the true answer to the one question that you have? You can only eat one dessert for the rest of your life. Anytime something sweet is offered, you have to have that one dessert. Cupcakes. This might be a deep thought one. If you were to meet your partner today, knowing what you know now, would you still choose to be with your partner or would you flip and run the other way? You wake up tomorrow with one superpower. What would that superpower be and why? Me, I would be invisible because then I can hear what people are saying, what people are doing, which is basically what I like to do anyway. I like to be nosy. What life lesson did you have to learn the hard way? What was the lesson and what happened? What did you learn from it? What is the number one thing on your bucket list that you absolutely positively, before all else, want to do before you kick the bucket? And what, if anything, is keeping you from doing it? Can you commit to doing it this year? What one thing would make you happier? Again, some of the simplest questions are kind of the most difficult because when you're trying to narrow it down to what one thing makes you happier, I don't know. I don't even know what I would say, but it's a good one to think about. What one thing would make you happier? More money. Does it change people or does it simply reveal who they truly are? Who or what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? And why haven't you let go of that thing or person to date? What would letting go do for your life? What's the best trip that you've ever taken? It's probably not the fanciest, or maybe it is. Usually it's something that has left an incredible memory that has just resonated with you over time. The best trip you've ever taken and why. Have you ever shoplifted something? How old were you and why did you do it? Telling on myself. I was 5. My family and I were on a camping trip. You know, in the campgrounds, they always have like the little convenience store with like ice cream and candy and that. And I'm 5. I walk into the store and I don't remember why, but I kind of sticky fingered one of those little ice cubes, you know, those little chocolate squares with the polar bear on it that came in like the gold foil. It's a little piece of chocolate. I took it. And then later on, I was with my mom and I go, Mom, she goes, yes. If somebody stole a piece of chocolate, would they get in trouble? And my mom looks at me and she says, did you steal a piece of chocolate? No! Oh, no! And she picks me up and she's like, did you steal the chocolate? I go, no! I didn't steal the chocolate! I stole the chocolate. Crying, sign of weakness or sign of strength? I'll answer this one for me. I think it really depends on the person, and I think that it matters how often they do it. For me, I have known certain people that come on, I mean, they flip and cry at the drop of the hat. My initial feeling, right, wrong, or indifferent, is that they're weak and they can't handle things. But crying is also a human emotion, and it's important to get things out. So my answer is, when it's not something that you do all the time, but you feel completely free to do it, I think it's a strength. When you're completely crying over anything that anybody does, or you can't handle life in general and you're just losing it, honestly, I kind of think you're weak. This is a question that I use sometimes in the interview process when I was hiring people. You are asked to dream the biggest dream for yourself that you possibly can fathom. The biggest dream, no bars, no holds. The only rule is that you cannot limit yourself. You cannot say, well, I can't do that because, or well, that's not possible. That is the only rule. What is your dream? What is your dream? What's one of your happiest childhood memories? It could be big, it could be something just as silly as helping your mom frost a cake. Your happiest childhood memory. And last, in one sentence, tell us who you are. Okay guys, those are my 20 questions that I want to know from you. At least share or comment on one of the questions below. You can answer as many as you like. Okay guys, thanks for watching. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. We've got brand new content every Tuesday and Friday on style, wellness, and beauty for women 40 and over. So until next time, I'll see you in a couple days. Bye y'all.